Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope all of you are well, fine, safe inside your homes. So, today we will continue with the sixth chapter in history, that is weavers, iron smelters, and factory owners. So, now we had already studied about the Indian textiles, cotton mills, different mills being set up. Now we are going to study about the decline of Indian textiles, how the Indian textiles had completely declined. So the development of cotton industries in Britain had affected the textile producers in India in many ways. As I said, Britain was copying completely the methods and the techniques of India, which India was using. So by the beginning of 19th century, English made cotton textiles, they were successfully having their markets in Africa, America and Europe. So they had already established their markets in different places. And English and European companies stopped buying Indian goods. So people were not buying from India. They were getting their things from Europe, Africa, America and so on. So by the 1830s, British cotton cloth flooded the Indian markets. Thousands of rural women who made a living by spinning cotton thread were rendered jobless. So when the people of India, they were engaged in this cotton textile mill, when the unit whole company was in loss, even the people were not having their jobs. So during the national movement, Mahatma Gandhi urged people to boycott the imported textiles and use only the hand-spun, hand-woven clothes, that is khadi. It became the symbol of nationalism. All of you must be knowing that Gandhiji had always insisted to use the products which were being made in very own our country, that is India, and to boycott the foreign goods. So weavers started working as agricultural laborers, mill workers, and they started migration as wage earners. What is migration? When people move from one place to another in search of better work and a better standard of living. So that is what we understand by migration. So after this decline, people had started moving to different places for better work. They were engaged as agricultural laborers, mill workers and so on. Now then came the cotton mills. In 1854, the first cotton mill in India was set up by spinning mill in Bombay. In 1900, over 84 mills started opening in Bombay, but colonial government did not support the mill advancement by denying the import duty on the British good. So there was an import duty which were there on the British goods, but the government was not supporting it. The first major spurt in the development of cotton factory production in India was during the First World War, when the textiles imported from Britain declined and the Indian factories were called upon to produce their military supplies. So this was something for the first time where the goods from Britain, they were rejected and Indian goods were being ordered and they were being made in demand. So that was something for the first time which had happened. Then we have already started about textiles. Now the next focus is of iron and steel factories. In 1904, the Charles Weld, an American geologist, and Dorabji Tata, the eldest son of Jamshedji Tata, had set up a modern iron and steel plant in India. So iron smelters agrarians helped them finding the iron ore deposits at Rajagra Hills, Chhattisgarh. We have Tata Iron and Steel Company. All of you must be knowing that is TISCO. It came up in 1912 and it began producing steel. TISCO is very important. What is the full form of TISCO? Tata Iron and Steel Company. Now after the 2 years of TISCO, in 1914 the First World War broke out. So the imports of British steel into India had declined and Indian Railways turned to TISCO for the supply of rails. So over time, TISCO became the biggest steel industry within the British Empire. So it was very much in demand also by the British Empire. So this is how we have covered the chapter where we have studied about two main things, that is textile industries and iron and steel industries. Firstly, the setup of the Indian cotton textile industry and how it came to the decline, that is how it ended. Then again cotton mills were set up and we had iron and steel factories. So that was it for today. I hope you all have understood it. Thank you. Have a nice day.